Hello everyone, my name is Rating and we are Team LifeServer, and it is a pleasure to introduce our project HomePlus to you. There will be 3 parts in the presentation. I will firstly give a brief introduction about our project, and Kelly will give a demonstration to walk through our website, and lastly, DevOps will introduce the deployment for our website. So let's start now. In our team, we mainly have 5 developers and 4 DevOps, and Rex is our team leader. HomePlus is a customer-to-customer platform, which allows posters to post their tasks on the platform, and then tasker can search for the tasks from our website. Posters are able to post tasks and set budget for their tasks, and also they can accept, reject, cancel offers from the taskers. And the taskers are able to search proper text and send an offer to the poster. And here is our workflow, and we will demonstrate it more in the next section. For the tech stack, we use what we learned from the course to build our website. For the front end, we mainly use the React.js, Redux, hooks, style components, and the Spring Boot Express JWT Lambda for our backend. We use the PostgreSQL for our database, and the deployment we mainly use AWS. Also, Docker, Jira, and Figma are the platform we use to manage our project. And these are the key features our team have made: login and register functions, map searching and filtering, and backend API servers, and so on. Airtasker is our mainly reference website. So, and now Kelly will demonstrate our website for you guys.
Thanks, Rating. This is Kelly, and now let's start our demo. So this is our homepage, which has been divided into 4 parts: header, banner, main body, and footer. At this stage, our user hasn't logged in yet. So if the user wants to post a task, the user will need to will be required to log in. But our user can still see all the tasks on the browser task page. Okay, now let's click on the register button. Our user needs to provide his or her email, password, username to register. The user can add other personal information in the personal profile page later. So we need to check the email to get verified. After our user registers, the user is able to log in with the account they just create now. Okay, now let's try to accomplish some task. And our first task is post a task. Our user is able to post a text by simply clicking on the post a text button. First, our user will see the title and data section, where we let our user write a title, description, data for their task. If our user clicks on the I need a certain time of date checkbox, for specific time section can be chosen. Second part is the details section, where the user can enter their budget, and notice that the content in this part is different based on different type of tasks. The final part is the other information section, which allow our user to add more descriptions to the task. Then we finish the task and we can submit it. Let's assume our user wants to clean their house. If user chooses the cleaning service, the user needs to provide different information from the previous category. So that's how our user posts a task. And let's assume now our user wants to earn money from others' task. So our next task will be taking an offered task. Now, if our user clicks the browser task button, the user is able to see plenty of tasks on the map. Besides, our user can search for a task and zoom in on the map, which we build with the Google Map API and the React geocode module to see the location of a task. We can actually see the task we just post on the map. Click on task markers will show the task in detail. Okay. Okay, now let's search the keyword clean. A bunch of tasks are displayed on the map, but you can see there are a lot of tasks here, and all the tasks have different categories, budget, etc. So in order to solve the task, a filter is provided. Now let's assume our user wants to take a task with more than $2,215 due in 3 days and 8 kilometers from Sydney. Now you can see there are only 2 tasks left. Let's say our user is interested in this task. Simply clicking on the title and the task detail card will be displayed, where our user is able to view all the task details, including location, due date, description, etc. Our user can also leave a comment on the task detail card, and the user can also follow this task. The color of the task marker will change on the user's map after following. But now our user cannot accept the offer because the user is not verified as a tasker. Notice that all users are registered as a normal user who can only post a task. To become a tasker, they need to get verified. So let's go to the user dashboard page to get verified and enter the tasker dashboard detail. Okay, so let's go to the browser task page again. You can see the task marker is still there, which means our user has no need to search and filter again. Now our user can take that offer by submitting an offer which contains a message and a price to the task owner. And then our task owner will receive an email as notification. If our task owner moves to his or her page, the task owner can either accept our user's offer or reject it. Okay, let's assume our task owner accepts this offer. And if we swap to our user's browser's task page, you can see the order status change to assigned. Now let's assume our user wants to add more personal details. So our next task will be adding personal information in the user dashboard. Okay, so there are two sections on our user dashboard page, one for the normal user who can only post tasks. The other is the tasker who can take offer the tasks. On the user dashboard page, our user can also check and modify their own user profile and tasker profile. So if our user adds his or her location on the normal user profile, the center of the center of the map on the browser text page will be relocated to his or her location. That's the way to modify or add personal information on our website. Let's move to the final task, making payments and finishing the task. Now let's assume our user just finished the task, and let's swap to the task owner's page and finish the payment. The technique we use to build the strip payment will be introduced later by my teammate. After the task owner makes the payment, the task owner is able to leave his or her review for the tasker. Well, now we finish the payment and review. If we swap to the tasker's page and click on the task on our calendar, you will see a message which indicates the task is finished. Basically, that's how our user gets paid. Well, besides the 4 main tasks we have done, we also used responsive design for every single page, including the home page, the poster task page, the browser task page. Okay, that's all for our demo. I will pass this to Colin to do further explanation on the techniques we used.
Okay, thanks for Kelly's live demo. Rex and I will introduce some features in our project. These features are logically complicated or use some new technologies. So we take them out and introduce them to you. Okay, let's get started. I will introduce the JOT token we used in our project. There are two parts about this. The first part is log in and get a JOT token from the backend program. The second part is to validate the JOT token every 60 seconds. You can see that in this picture, firstly, the user needs to log in with the username and password. If that's not correct, he will be asked to log in again. If that's correct, the backend program will generate a JOT token. This JOT token is created with a secure key. That could be anything you want, like home plus, like hello, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything you want is fine. Yeah. When the JOT token is created and passed to the front-end program, it will be stored in local storage. The second part is about validating the JOT token. In our project, the front-end program will send a request to the back-end program to validate the JOT token every 60 seconds. The backend program will check if this token is correct with the security we just set. If that's okay, then keep the user login. If that's not okay, then we'll force the user to log out and ask him to log in again. Okay, thank you. That's the job token part. Now let my teammate Rex introduce the payment part and avatar part. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. So this is Rex. In the following part, I will introduce how the payment and avatar Lambda functions work in our project. As you have seen in the demo section, when users complete tasks, they have to enter payment information and sending out to the URL that the API gateway offers. The Lambda function will be activated and calling the Stripe payment API to create a payment. The result, which could be succeed or fail, will be sent back to the front end. And if it failed, a user can try it again. If it's successful, the task will be marked as paid in the database. And next is about the avatar process. Let me demo it first and elaborate later. So when we get into the home page, we click on the avatar and user profile and click on the avatar here. And then we can choose the photo we like and crop the area we wanted to present to others. And then click crop. And wait for a second. And voila, this is our avatar have been updated. And get back to this PowerPoint. So when the user want to edit avatar, choose the photo and they need to crop it. In the front end, we will reduce the quality of the picture and we will get the cropped area and change it to the base 64 data and send it to the API. And the Amazon S3 will save it and send a successful or failure back to the Lambda. And in the front end, we will get an arrow or an photo URL. If we get a URL, then we will temporarily save it in the front end storage so that we can see the newest avatar immediately. And we also update the user data in our backend in the database so that we can see the newest one whenever we log in. And it's pretty much from my part. And in the following, we will hand it out to the DevOps team.
Okay, well, thank you, Rex. Now, please allow me to introduce our design of architecture or AWS platform for our project. As you can see from this photo here, we deploy the front end through S3 bucket, CloudFront, and the Route 53 to acquire high scalability and the performance of the application. We use Jenkins as pipeline tool to implement the CI/CD process. And then we Dockerize the backend Java Spring Boot application to improve the flexibility of the deployment, and then push the image to ECR, and then automatically run the tasks on ECS and Fargate for better managed service, and also we can do auto scaling based on application load. The design network, including the VPC, private and public subnets, security groups, NAT gateways, and the availability zones to get high security cloud architecture. We also use the infrastructure as cloud tool, Terraform, to deploy some cloud services on AWS. And for the monitoring, we use CloudWatch and Grafana as our main tools to analyze the application. And at the end, just next page. Yeah, this is a list of our main technology tools here. And at the end, I want to say thank you all my teammates. We really did an awesome job here for the project and wish you all the best in the future. Thank you.
结束了吗？
结束了。
对，我们结束了。
你们当上次展示的时候好像不是这个样子啊，现在差的挺大的。
对，
很好，你们是 怎么上次展示的不好，然后分发把所有东西全改了吗？
主
非
要是
常完整的
改了
项目。
改了首页跟 browse page 这个，对，
对，
然后
因为上
cluster 加了。
上次完全不行，这次很好，这次做的很好。
好，谢谢。
嗯，这次没什么问题，这次应该，跟之前的 Air Task 都是完成度还是蛮高的。你们还做 cluster， 挺好的。对，其他有没有问题啊？其他人有没有问题？
我想问一下，他们这个 payment 是怎么做的？是真的吗？
它是一个额外的第三方的 API，然后拿来调用的，它是一个模拟的状态，就是它那个对
就是说它是模拟的，是？
对，它是模拟的。
然后我有个小问题，就是你那个 upload image 那个地方你，retrieve 回来的 URL 你是用 presign URL 还是说你是就是把 S3 public？
哪一个？
就是你 upload image 的地方，不是你会3 get 一个 URL 回来吗？我想知道就是这方面是怎么去具体去 get 的，因为就是你介绍吧。
因为我们是把它存到一个指定的 S3 bucket，所以它会有一个固定的一个前面的URL，然后后面的话可能就是依我们指定的它的photo 的名字，我们把它加上去，加在后面，然后再返回来。
然后所以你是把 S3 就是 public 了是吧？然后它才能 get 这个。OK， 好，谢谢。
你们的 Graph 做那个有展示吗？还是只是有像其他的没有做 metrics？
那个对，我是 Luke。那个 Graph 呢是这样，我们也是用那个 CloudWatch，然后是所以我们里边的服务里面去调那个 metrics，然后我是放了一些就是 metrics 在我的 Graph 那里边，然后是因为这个也是刚部署上去，其实没有那么多的数据，我目前放了一个那个 NAT Gateway 的那个 traffic 的那个就是一个显示流量的一个图，然后还放了一个看我们 ECS 里边的那个就是 container 里边的那一些数据的，就是放这2张图在我的 dashboard。对，
好。
对，因为是为什么呢？因为是我个人做就是经历是NAT Gateway 在我的所有的这个 service 里面，它是charge的钱是最高的。对，然后就是所以我就为什么要把它放到我的这个 Graph 呢？正好可以用到这个技术来监测一下。对，然后可能后期因为我现在没有放 alert 进去，对，所以可能后边的话可能我就是会想放一些 alert 进去，比如说它超过多少会给我一个就是一个 notice 这样子。
好，其他人有问题吗？那没有问题的话，那你们这组也结束了。你们做的还是挺不错的。